Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, brought to you today by mineral explorer Alma Metals, ASX code ALM. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now by the Managing Director of Alma Metals, Frazer Tabeart. Hi Frazer.
Hi Matt.
Okay, so Alma Metals is a copper explorer with major projects in central Queensland and the Kimberley region of WA. The company recently released an updated mineral resource for its Briggs porphyry copper project in Queensland that now places Alma amongst the top 10 largest undeveloped copper plays in Australia based on contained metal. It also saw Alma's share price rocket about 70% on the day of the release. Okay, Frazer, what was the old resource at Briggs and what's the new estimate now?
Yeah, so the new estimate, Matt, is 415 million tonnes at 0.25% copper. And that gives us just over 1 million tonnes of contained copper metal. And we also have 31 parts per million of molybdenum, so that gives us 28 million pounds of moly in the new resource. Now, the previous resource was 143 million tonnes at 0.29% copper and didn't include molybdenum, so we've almost tripled the amount of contained metal.
How far down does the mineralisation start and how deep does it go?
Well, that's a great thing. It starts right at surface, and at the moment we've extended it down to about 650 metres down, but it's still open down there.
Now, big resource already, but where do you see the opportunities to grow? Is it just at depth?
No, not just at depth, but along strike. We've certainly got areas of anomalism open to the southwest and to the south, so plenty of room to grow this.
How can we make some kind of comparison? Who else is out there on the ASX with similar scale, similar grade copper project?
Yeah, Caravel's a good comparison. They've got a resource of about 1.2 billion tonnes at 0.24% copper with molybdenum credits. So we're about a third of that size and growing. And that project, their studies have shown an NPV of around about $2 billion. So we're in the ballpark.
Where is that project?
That's in Western Australia, about 150 k's north of Perth.
What are some of the better drill hits of your project to date?
Yeah, well, the exciting ones recently, 366 metres at 0.23% copper and 28 ppm moly. It's in the central part of the project. And then in the northern part, 442 metres at 0.21% copper plus 30 ppm moly.
Is there any opportunity to eke out a higher grade core at the project with, say, less tonnes but higher grades?
Very much so, yeah. We've got some drill intersections of up to 107 metres at 0.35% copper and in places 30 metres at 0.55% copper. So there's certainly some zones there for follow-up.
When do you think you'll wrap a set of financial numbers around this project, scoping study, for instance?
We need to do a little bit more drilling on that. The rig's heading back out there later this month. That'll give us enough information to consider a scoping study later this year or early next year.
Frazer Tabeart from Alma Metals, thanks for joining me on Bulls and Bears. And remember, we're only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney, and this is Bulls and Bears.
For more public company interviews, go to the Money page on the 6PR, 2GB, 3AW and 4BC websites and click the Public Companies tab.